Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. On Saturday, Chelsea welcomed Aston Villa to Stamford Bridge, and Chelsea came into the match looking for blood after Villa took all 3 points away from Chelsea on the last game of the 2020-21 season, which potentially could have taken Champions League football away from Chelsea FC. Chelsea won the game 3-0, however this was no easy win, as Chelsea had to work hard to get all 3 points. This win places Chelsea tied first alongside Liverpool and Manchester United. Before we get to the main part of this video, I'd like to ask you to hit the subscribe button and drop a like on this video. So, without further ado, let's get back into the video. So Chelsea lined up in their usual 3-4-2-1 formation, and to counterbalance this, Villa tried to mirror Chelsea's lineup with a 5-3-2 formation to stop Chelsea from stretching their defense wide. Chelsea made a number of changes to the first team lineup due to injuries, suspensions, and to allow players to rest from the international break and prepare for the Champions League match against Zenit. Chelsea got to a fine start with a goal from the new king of Stamford Bridge, and this was an emotional moment, dripping in euphoria for Lukaku as he scored his first senior goal for Chelsea. In the first goal, we see how Kovacic easily receives the ball in a tight space and dribbles past two midfielders. Once he had driven the ball through the second line of defense, he had lots of space to pick a pass, as Douglas Luiz was in the wrong position and should have been screening the back line. The back five also failed to press high upfield with the forwards, and this was a fatal error, as Kovacic played a through ball into Lukaku, who controlled the ball, faked a shot, and then fired it home for Chelsea's first goal. As the game progressed, Saul quickly learned the intensity and speed of the Premier League. Saul has been out of form before his loan move to Chelsea, and his poor run of form was seen through this game, as he countlessly lost the ball in possession and made inaccurate passes. Saul's debut for Chelsea ended off poorly, and he had to be replaced immediately at halftime for Jorginho. I still believe Saul will become a good player for Chelsea before his loan move ends. As soon as Jorginho was subbed on, Chelsea looked more like a cohesive team, and the team started creating more chances. Chelsea's structure and positioning was on point, and when pressing Villa's defense, it created problems for them. This was seen in Chelsea's second goal, as Ming's under pressure made a poor back pass to the goalie, and subsequently, Kovacic was able to get onto the loose pass and score his first goal at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea's passing accuracy increased in the second half with the inclusion of Jorginho. In Chelsea's third goal, Chelsea passed the ball around through an unorganized Villa press, and with fast and accurate passes, Carabo received the ball with space and time to pass the ball to Ziyech in the center of the field. Villa's midfielders were in the wrong position yet again, and this forced Target to leave his line to press Ziyech. Ziyech is simply too skillful, and he easily turned Target inside out and played the ball down to Azpilicueta. Mings once again cost the team, as Azpilicueta easily dribbled past him. Villa was stuck defending a 2v2 position, which is a dangerous position to be in, especially with the fresh legs and speed of Timo and the clinical shooting ability of Lukaku. Timo made a near post run which pulled both Tuanzebe and Konsa away from Lukaku. Azpilicueta passed the ball to an unmarked Lukaku on the edge of the box, and big man Rom did the rest by scoring Chelsea's third goal. It was a good game for Chelsea, and in this game once again we saw that Mendy in fact is a world-class keeper, with key saves that kept Chelsea in the game. Thiago Silva showed his experience with a stellar performance, and if it was not for him, Saul's mistakes could have been catastrophic. Ziyech had an excellent preseason and was picking up form as the season began. However, he unfortunately picked up an injury in the Super Cup match. Havertz has had 2 consecutive average games, and if he doesn't up his game, he could soon lose his spot to Ziyech in the first team. As mentioned before, it is the only available spot in Chelsea's attacking lineup. So Chelsea have 4 more games until the end of September, and so a big squad dripping in quality will be needed to get Chelsea firing in all competitions, and I believe Chelsea will be a threat in all upcoming competitions. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video.